Have anything going on in your life aside from lack of transportation?
Today, we step into a tense courtroom battle unfolding in Behar County, Texas, where probation revocation hearing has captured serious attention. At the center of it is Jessica Narella, a woman who was already serving community supervision for a bribery conviction. But now, she faces a far heavier blow after failing to check in with her probation officer for nearly 12 months straight. On the surface, it looks like a straightforward violation. But as the details emerged, the story took a sharp turn. Jessica's struggles weren't only legal, they were deeply personal. A year of homelessness, constant issues with transportation, and her ongoing fight for sobriety formed the backdrop of her absence. The court was left to decide, should her challenges soften the consequences, or would the law take its full course? Stay with us as we break down every heated exchange, every legal twist, and every emotional turn in this dramatic probation showdown. This is where the justice system's strict rules collide with the very human struggles of survival.
Are you the same Jessica Murillo who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 4331W for the offense of bribery on May 1st, 2019 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Jessica Narella, that didn't there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January through December of 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
State?
Your Honor, we'll go ahead and raise the other things.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 5 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting that you continue her with an extension, Your Honor, and I'd like to call her as a witness at the appropriate time.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you lower your hand, state your name for the record?
Jessica Murillo.
All right, defense?
Jessica, I'm going to ask you some questions. Make sure you answer everything truthfully and directly to the point.
Yes.
You did not report to probation in excess of 2 years, correct? What was going on?
I didn't have transportation.
Okay.
Okay.
When did you discover you didn't have transportation? Early on?
Yes, at the beginning of
Okay.
the year.
Where were you living?
So let me stop you right there. Here's the thing. Court reporter has to take down everything that's being said. You're
Okay.
mumbling. I know she can't hear, or she's straining to hear. I can't hear you because my allergies are acting up today.
Okay, so,
So you need to keep your voice up so everybody can hear.
yes, Judge.
Yes, talk quite loud to almost to where you think you're shouting.
Yes,
Were
sir.
you living here in San Antonio?
No,
Where were you living?
in Floresville.
Okay. And does the Via bus go out to Floresville?
No, it doesn't.
And were you reporting in San Antonio, or were you supposed to report in San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Did you have contact with your probation officer?
No, I didn't.
Were you aware that you could have asked for your probation to be transferred to Floresville?
I wasn't.
You said you never had contact with your probation officer?
I did, I reported 2 times. I believe it was 2 times, and then I stopped.
And did you know how to reach your probation officer by telephone or email?
I did.
And did you contact him by telephone or email?
I did not.
Did you have anything going on in your life aside from lack of transportation?
I was not living at home,
Where were you living?
just on the streets.
You were homeless at the time?
Yes.
Okay. Living on the streets of Floresville?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. With all due respect, Jessica, were you on drugs at the time?
At the time I was.
Okay. You're sober now?
I'm sober. I've been sober for 1.5 years.
Very good. You would like the judge to continue you on probation, even if it means you start in the 5 years all over again. Is that right?
That's correct.
You understand, frankly, there's no excuse for not reporting, right?
No excuses. If I get this second chance, no excuses. I'll even be outpatient.
Do you live in San Antonio now?
I live in Floresville.
You're still
I
in
have
Florida?
transportation now.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And now you're also aware you could request a transfer to Wilton County, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. How long have you been in jail up to now?
Going on a month and on the 26th, so yeah.
Okay. Do you think you've learned your lesson?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I can't do this.
You understand that in the event the judge continues you on probation, you're probably on your last chance. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that there might be conditions that you have to abide by that frankly aren't a whole lot of fun and might be a pain.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with whatever.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
This is your third motion to revoke, is that correct?
Excuse me?
This is your third motion to revoke your probation. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, no further question, John.
All right, so you've been here previously before for not reporting. So if you didn't understand the first time to call probation if you're having issues, most definitely when you were here before for failure to report, you would have understood that. You have not been on probation in this court. And let me explain why. The reason why I say that is because you have done nothing. What have you done on probation? What condition have you completed on probation? All right. And then the last time you were here before me, and it was me because this is my writing, I recognize it.
Yes.
It was a violation of condition number 5, which is not reporting. I denied the motion. And the prosecutor, it wasn't this prosecutor, but another prosecutor asked for zero tolerance. And I told people, I really don't do zero tolerance. You just need to do what you're being asked to do. But they said, no, judge, please, zero tolerance. And I wrote down zero tolerance. You were to do a UA by 11:30 a.m. on January 12th, 2021. There was to be weekly Zoom reporting until further notice, and they were going to patch you. And then you just disappeared. And we haven't seen you since. So there's no reason for me not to grant the motion. You don't want to do probation. You want to do your own thing. So I'm going to grant the motion to revoke. I'm going to sentence you to the 5 years in prison. I'm going to give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent, and I'll order the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but hopefully it will help you with whatever drug issues you may have. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community, but you can ask them and they'll see that I've requested it. And so that will probably be your best bet to help you because you obviously have a major drug problem, but I can't help people who don't want to be helped. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, you have a limited right. Thank you. You have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on probation. You understand?
Sure.
All right, we can go off the record. How many children do you have?
1.
All right. So here's the thing. The last time you use, maybe the last time you use, do not put your child or your family members in a situation where they have to identify the body of somebody who's in a field and they say, well, we think it's your mom. And then you know what will end up happening? They will have to identify your body and say, yes, that's our mom. Don't do that. When you get out of prison, if you can't find a place to help you with your drug problem or to stay on track, if I'm here, you can always come back to here and I will direct you to a place that is free. I will pick up the phone, personally call them so you can get there. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
What unfolded in the Behar County courtroom today wasn't just a routine hearing. It was a revealing look at the fragile line our justice system walks between punishment and rehabilitation. Jessica Narella, whose bribery case dates back to 2019, had been granted community supervision instead of jail time. But the court was faced with a difficult question. What happens when someone repeatedly fails to live up to the terms of that second chance? The record made one thing undeniable. Jessica went nearly a full year without reporting to her probation officer. Her defense pointed to circumstances that many would find overwhelming. No stable housing, no reliable transportation, and the lingering effects of past drug use. While these hardships are real, the law is equally clear. Condition number 5 of her probation required regular reporting, a cornerstone of supervision. And when probation is violated again and again, the state can file a motion to revoke, which is precisely what happened here. The judge's role was not simple. On one hand, there was a pattern of missed obligations and disregard for court orders. On the other, there was a woman clearly struggling to keep her life afloat. In weighing these factors, the judge noted Jessica's history, acknowledged her hardships, and ultimately recommended that if incarceration moved forward, it should include placement in a therapeutic community to address her substance issues. This highlights a key point. Even when consequences are enforced, the justice system sometimes seeks to carve out space for recovery. For anyone watching, this case sparks a larger debate. Should courts lean more toward compassion when life's hardships interfere with legal obligations? Or must accountability always come first, no matter the circumstance? Jessica herself admitted she understood the risks, accepted her mistakes, and promised to comply if given another chance. Yet repeated noncompliance left the court with little choice. The judge documented every violation step by step, gave Jessica space to explain herself, and laid out the legal consequences in full. Time already served was credited, financial penalties were established, including roughly $1,500 in fines, and treatment options were put on the table. This balance of punishment with potential rehabilitation paints a picture of justice that is both strict and layered with nuance. In the end, Jessica's case is a sobering reminder. Probation isn't just a way to avoid jail. It's an ongoing responsibility. It requires steady communication, strict compliance, and proactive steps when life interferes. For viewers, it's more than a courtroom drama. It's a lesson in how personal struggles can collide with rigid legal systems, often with life-changing consequences. If this case left you as stunned as it did us, make sure to share your perspective. Would you have been harsher in judgment or offered more leniency? And don't forget to subscribe, because we'll continue breaking down real courtroom cases where the law, the drama, and the human story always intersect.